Welcome to Monday Night Live with Ken Edmonds. If we're meeting for the first time, what I do is I provide information about cruising and fun things with cruising. I help people find affordable cruises. So we'll talk a lot about how to do that and how to get the best bargain on a cruise. And I also provide information for those that have mobility challenges. My wife travels with a wheelchair, and we found there was a shortage of information, so we try to provide information based on our trips. Today, we're going to talk about a very interesting activity. We're going to talk about cruising ducks. If you can hear me okay, do me a favor, hit the like button. That way I can make sure that my volume is not too bad. And let me, what I want to do is pop up and share a screen here. Click the button. And so cruising ducks is, well, the best way to phrase it is a game. Hold on, didn't share the screen yet. Try that now. And there we go. So hopefully you can see the screen I'm sharing. And it's kind of an interesting thing. I'm not sure exactly where it started. I know there was at least a myth going around. Possibly it's true that started out people wanted to hide painted rocks, and they told them no rocks on ships. It wasn't a good idea. But anyway, what cruising ducks involves is hiding ducks with a document that's called a passport, which is, and I'll show you a picture of one with a passport. So you can see the passport right here on the right side. And it tells, it's got a QR code so you can scan it. And then on the inside of it, it says who planted it and when. And it gives the user, the finder, let's say the duck hunter, the option of either rehiding it, putting it back where it was, or taking it home with them. And you look at the smiles on these two little ones that found ducks, and these happen to be ducks we hid. We've hid ducks on the Jewel. Quite a few different places. And it's kind of interesting. It seems like the crew is in on the game, so to speak. One of the things that we found is that ducks we hid, in fairly, I don't want to say in plain sight, because we did try to get a little creative with hiding them, but they didn't tend to move. In other words, it wasn't like when they came through the ship and they cleaned up, they took all the ducks. Because you go back a day or two later and those ducks would be there. Obviously, these two little ones found ducks. I'm not sure exactly where they found them, but you can look at the smiles on their face. And I like this comment here. It said, "This made our day." I do apologize. I've got a touch of bronchitis, so it's making it hard. I was supposed to have a live guest tonight, and my live guest just couldn't make it for the show, so you guys wound up getting stuck with me. That seems to be a regular feature on Monday nights. Maybe Monday's not a good night for a show. I'm not sure. But I did have one more case here where somebody found one of our ducks. Said she names us and said the duck was so special she took it home to Florida with her. And it's interesting because if we look... Oh, I apologize. What you'll find is that you look, there's really quite a few different groups. So if I just back out, and I was trying to find a specific forum, so I found Norwegian cruising ducks. But if we just search for cruising ducks, we find several groups. There's Royal Caribbean, Carnival, just a plain cruising ducks, Norwegian, the original group. And it's interesting, some of these groups have a lot of members. The Cruising Duck original group has over 40,000 members. The Carnival Cruising Ducks, 19,000, Royal Caribbean's 4.1. So it's a game that a lot of people are playing. It seems to be quite enjoyable. We had a good time. My granddaughter was with us, and we had a lot of fun trying to find creative ways to hide ducks on ships. And then, like I said, to see people that found the ducks and took great pleasure in finding them really added to our excitement, our fun. We had a total of 21 ducks on the cruise. So far, I've only been able to have been notified about 2 of them. So there may be people that took the ducks, or they may have gotten lost at sea. Who knows? But what I would say is that if you're going on a cruise and you've never tried cruising ducks, you ought to look at the idea. I will put a link in the description to this that will give you a link to the ducks we bought. It was kind of a cool collection. We got them from Amazon, and it was kind of a cool collection because each duck was different. And so when you hid the duck, you took a picture of it, you know, then when you see the ducks people find, you know where they found it. That made it a little more interesting as well. Any of these groups will have a file tab in the group so that you can get the right format, so that if somebody scans the code, they'll wind up coming back to the forum where you posted that you hid the duck. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back next week on Monday. I'll have an announcement a little later about what's going to be on the show. But this is a regular show every Monday night. We'd love to have you back. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd ask that you do so. If you enjoyed the content, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. And I look forward to seeing you next time.